Yes, it is time for our preview. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, my dear friends in Nigeria, in Ghana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Egypt, or anywhere you are on the continent of Africa, this is Sellers Block and you are highly welcome. You are in Europe, you are in America, Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. I am your brother and I'm back for my special preview. Chelsea PSG Club World Cup Finals 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Can we get started? Listen, guys, I am a Chelsea fan, and so expect me to be biased here. Tonight, Chelsea are winning. According to my son, Chelsea are winning 3-0. I'm starting on that note. Let me hear from you in the comment section what your predictions are. Chelsea are winning 3-0. I agree with my son. Chelsea are winning 3-0. Ladies and gentlemen, this preview is a very special one. And quickly, I want to point out a few things before I go to my predictor lineup. Between April to June this year, PSG have lost to Aston Villa. Between April to June this year, PSG have lost to Aston Villa, Nice in France, and Strasbourg, our sister club. Strasbourg, our sister club in France. And then they also lost to Botafogo in this Club World Cup. Yeah, they lost Botafogo in this Club World Cup. Botafogo, I think they are the first on the Brazilian league table right now. Yes, we lost to Flamengo, right? Flamengo is 6th on the league table. Ladies and gentlemen, now, within the same period, Chelsea lost 2 games. And those 2 games are against who? Newcastle, and who again? Flamengo. And both games that we lost, there was a red card issue from our boy Nicolas Jackson. Within the same period, I'm being signaled that we lost one or so in Conference League against Legia Warsaw. I'm being signaled on that. Okay, no problem. I remember that game very, very well. Legia, it was an away game. The whole stadium was smoke-filled. The whole stadium was smoke-filled. You could not even see the ball. It was a difficult arena to play the ball for our boys. I remember vividly, but no problem. I know there are some oppositions in this studio today. I know. You see, but what I'm trying to say is that PSG, they are beatable. Chelsea fans, PSG are what? Beatable. They are not a team that we can say they are unbeatable. Few seasons back, we know what Chelsea achieved. Then, Man City, all of a sudden, they won a treble. The Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. And everybody says, oh, Man City are the best team, the best club in the world. They are unbeatable. A year after, today, where are they? Where's Pep Guardiola? He will scratch his head and he will give himself like someone who is... Ladies and gentlemen, this time around, everybody is like PSG. Nobody is counting my club Chelsea. But hey, tonight, I and my family, I don't know about you. You can comment. Ladies and gentlemen, now I want to look at this. Real Madrid fans are supporting PSG tonight. Oh yes, against Chelsea. I understand. They are supposed to be supporting Chelsea because after all we have some connection with them. But looks like most of them, Manchester United fans are supporting PSG against Chelsea. Liverpool fans are supporting PSG against Chelsea. Manchester City fans supporting PSG. All these people because it's Chelsea. Barcelona fans with them, I don't even expect them to like us, so no problem. Barcelona, no problem. Talk less of Arsenal. With them, by now they wish that we are relegated. Arsenal fans, they wish Chelsea is relegated right now. Bayern Munich, they are divided. Some of them are supporting Chelsea, some are against Chelsea. Flamengo fans supporting PSG against Chelsea tonight. Tottenham and another London club, they don't want to hear the name Chelsea. More especially when we were dragging Kudus with them. They knew, they heard it, that Chelsea wanted to buy Kudus. So Tottenham fans are happy they secure Chelsea, they secure Kudus. Benfica fans supporting PSG against Chelsea. Inter Milan fans, ladies and it's like it is the world against us tonight. That is the mentality I want you to have. The world against Chelsea, and we are ready. I like it that way. We have never been a favorite. We have never been a favorite in any tournament. The 2 times that we won the Champions League, the odds were always against us, but we always win. That is a beautiful aspect of this game. Tonight is Chelsea's night. From Conference League champions to Club World Cup champions. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, I will not waste much time for me to be saying this. My team for tonight, I have 2 different team sheets. I have 2 team sheets for you tonight. Yes. I'm looking at probabilities and I will explain. You see, why I have 2 team sheets is because tonight's game is like no other game. A game where the President of the United States of America will be seated. A game that Michael Buffett will be the pitch side announcer. A game that the winner takes home the amount of cash that no football club has ever taken home for a single tournament within the space of 1 month, or 1 month, 1 week. So I have 2 team sheets because the squad we have right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is actually unpredictable. And I believe Maresca could pull a surprise on all of us. Now, my first team that I want to go tonight with, as a matter of fact, I'm supposed to come with 3 teams. But no, I said no, let me just make it 2 because it's very tough. My first team, ladies and gentlemen, I have Robert Sanchez in goal post as always. Rhys James right back. Mark Cucurella left back. Levi Colwill center back. Tosin center back. In my midfield, I have Moise Caicedo and Andrew Santos double pivot. Pedro Neto on my left side of the wing. Enzo Fernandez. Yes, I mentioned Enzo Fernandez playing the number 10 role. Cole Palmer playing the right side of the wing. João Pedro. From the momentum of scoring 2 goals in the semis, right? It is to our benefit to allow him to start again. When a player scores 2 goals, he has a momentum, the confidence. So João Pedro, I will expect. I know many guys, most of you guys will think I'm coming with Jackson, right? My first team, Pedro Neto. I know football, and I know what is at stake. So, João Pedro, the newly signed player who scored 2 goals in our semis, starting the game. So remember, it's João Pedro, Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Moise Caicedo, Santos, Makukrela, Levi Colwill, Tosin, Reece James, and Robert Sanchez. Now, let me explain in 20 seconds why this lineup. I decided to go with Tosin instead of Chalobah because he's a better box defender and a better presser than Chalobah. And we are likely to hold a mid block instead of a high line. Yeah. Neto on the left because Hakimi leaves space there. Hakimi always wants to move forward. So Neto on the left because Hakimi will always leave space behind himself. And then Palmer can manipulate Mendes. Palmer can manipulate Mendes on the right. Now, I doubt if Mendes will ignore someone as dangerous as Cole Palmer and bomb forward. The coach will not allow it. Do you get it? Then Santos is important too in this game. On this formation that I'm using. We really need Caicedo to be free to press. Chelsea need Caicedo to be free to press. And Santos also has a good first face ability. He can break their play. He can tackle. And he can deliver good pass. He can pick forward passes with ease. And has played really well against PSG's press with Strasbourg. You know, I started by saying that PSG lost against Strasbourg. Santos was in that lineup. So do that make sense to you guys? No problem. Even sometimes Jesus Christ was not appreciated in his own hometown. So no problem. I think he can handle it, as it's important to have three midfield in this game. Especially Santos played against them in their league game and he won against them. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, my second team goes like this. Sanchez in goal post. Reece James is starting again. But this time around, I'll go with Chalobah instead of Tosin. Levi Colwill is in it, then Makukrela. Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo in the midfield. But this time around, I'll take Joao Pedro on the left. Cole Palmer playing the number 10. Pedro Neto on the right. The difference here is 2. I'll bring on Jackson in my attack as the main striker instead of Delap. Delap might come in second half. I'll bring on Jackson. Why? Jackson sometimes can fall back and help in midfield. He helps to drive the ball forward. And on a good day, he might score the winning goal for us. Just that one goal that we need. Delap can equally score the goal, but the press of Jackson cannot be equate. Jackson can come to the midfield and Jackson drives the ball. He can take on the defense. PSG defense are not that strong, but they attack so well. You go back and watch Real Madrid, they were not clinical. It's a fact. So I'll prefer Jackson starting in this my second lineup. Pedro Neto on the right. Joao Pedro on the left. Cole Palmer playing number 10 row. Then Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo in the midfield. Kukrela, Levi Colwill, Chalobah, Reece James. This time around, I bring in Chalobah. Now, I will explain that also to you. Ladies and gentlemen. You see, in this formation, why I brought on Chalobah Let me explain to you now. Cowell and Tosin pairing is a fantastic pairing. Two fantastic box defenders who are both brilliant on the ball. Our best pairing so far, in my opinion. Reece James and Cucurella. They are one of the two best 1v1s in the world. Hardly will you beat both in terms of 1v1. You cannot beat Reece James 1v1. Dembele will have to, I mean, unless, but Dembele against Reece James, it will not work out. Kvaratskhelia against Reece James, no. Ladies and gentlemen, now, so we have two best 1v1 wide defenders, both always showing up when it matters most in competitions like this. So let's have that in mind. Now, to have Chalobah is a type that he will never leave his position. Hardly will Chalobah leave his role. And that is why I brought him on here. As Reece James set forward, as Cucurella set forward, Chalobah will be stable alongside Leverkusen. And with this Real Madrid side, with their speed, we must have a double pair that is stable behind. And Chalobah is also less prone to error. You can go back and watch all Chalobah's games. How many errors has he committed throughout the season? So I'm going for Chalobah in that my second list for that defense, instead of Tosin. So ladies and gentlemen, these are my two team sheets. When the coach finally presents his team sheet, you will confirm whether I have analyzed this properly or not. I don't have much more to say. I want to take a little rest, but remember the game is coming up in the next 6 hours. 6 hours. Right now, I want to take a break. I'll be back. And after the game, we'll give our post-match reaction. Not just post-match reaction, I'll be right here to celebrate with you guys. Chelsea 3. Chelsea 3. PSG 0. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.